Let's get it, let's get it. We are live, we are live. We are live, we are live. I just gotta make sure my audio is good and I will get started. Alright, so let's listen to the live real quick. Make sure everything is good, everything's sounding good. Perfect. Everything sounds good. That's it right there. That's the game. Working on Lo Siento John. This is an I'm Sorry John game. Basically, you are playing as John and you are trapped in this house and you have a cat dude that is stalking you around the house and you gotta escape. So escape real quick. As you can see, this game is ready for mobile. You are able to hide in different things. Basically, the AI is working in the game. So if I go over here, click enemy, he's walking around doing his thing, looking for you. He already walked past me over here. That I was in the little chest over there. He's gonna keep walking around. This is just a placeholder enemy right now. So if I go back over to the bad guy, go over to the enemy. This is just a placeholder enemy right now. Literally, this is what the asset shipped out with, and I just threw a cat head that I found online on his head. Basically, I'm gonna be redoing the character all the way from scratch. I'm thinking something like this with a humanoid head, or excuse me, a humanoid body. I just have to model that whole character out from scratch, and I'm thinking of doing something more humanoid. Kind of like this, you know, humanoid body, but with like a cat head. This is obviously going based off the I'm Sorry John lore. If you don't know about it, you can just type in I'm Sorry John on YouTube and find a bunch of different compilation videos that are like really breaking down the lore. But basically, you have Garfield and John, like literally based on the old school Garfield comic book strip, and you have him being this murderous cat that is killing John over and over again and all this different type of stuff, whatever. This is my take on it. So this is my take on it. This is going to be my version of it, and I have a couple of really cool ideas that I'm going to be adding to the game. And this is just the beginning prototype. So this is just me getting started with it. I got some bad dudes over here that I'm going to be using to kind of help me visualize things. As you can see, the mechanics are already in place in the sense of, you know, the AI is on the character and he's trying to follow you and all that. What I'm gonna do now is start to actually add some stuff to the game. So we have those bad guys over there. Let me go back here. So we have the clown dude over here. We have this like pumpkin face looking dude over here, which actually might be one of the models that I actually use for the game. I threw them in here right now because I just want to have some creepy characters in the game that you can kind of stumble upon while you're walking through the house. So first off, let's just move these guys around. So I'm gonna make the game darker. So let me turn the lights on, and then I'm gonna start dimming the lights in a second here. So right now, basically, as you're running through the game, basically, I want the main character, the main player, excuse me. I want the main player to literally be running into some different bad guys and victims of the big bad kitty cat there. So what I'm going to do right now is start adding in some placeholder characters. So I'm going to use Mixamo. This is a free asset from Adobe, and I really love Mixamo because you're able to basically use the different characters that you saw over here. You're able to use these characters and add animations to them. So I'm gonna add some like spooky character animations to this dude and this dude. I want these guys to kind of like I said, just be scattered around the house to just help add an element of horror to the game. I would say this game is gonna be up to teenagers can play it. It's not gonna be super gory or anything like crazy like that. You know, I want kids up to, I don't know, as young as maybe 12, 13 to be able to play it. So yeah, everything's placeholder right now. So like I said, I'm gonna grab another character, and I want to. Where's Maximo? I'm gonna grab another character, and I want to basically just throw in. Alright, so I'm going to grab another character and basically throw in some like wounded people in the game, so that you're kind of stumbling upon these wounded victims as you're navigating the house. So one of the first things I'm going to do is actually start swapping out these pictures. These are pictures from the these are pictures that are from the asset. I'm gonna start swapping out those pictures. I kind of want to just throw some Garfield pictures in there, but I'm trying to tippy toe the line between, you know, knowing that it's a Garfield based game and not blatantly using Garfield. So I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that right now. One of the first things I'm going to work on is actually changing the lighting. So the game is is a bit too bright for me right now. And as you can see, you actually have a flashlight. So one thing that I want to do is actually go over here. If you see, basically a quick tutorial in Unity, and so you can see kind of how Unity works as opposed to Unreal and some of the other game engines. In Unity, I feel like it's a lot easier to navigate different things. So one of the first things that we're going to do is go to the player. So we have the player right here. We can change his walk speed, we can change his crouching speed, we can change all these different types of settings right here on the side. What I want to do first off is, let me see, sound. These are sound settings. We don't need that right now. Inventory, I'm not worried about that right now. Camera, I was looking for some type of flashlight for the player. main camera, item holder, flashlight. There you go. Alright, so there's our flashlight, and it's based off of a spotlight. So it only has an 8 range, or excuse me, it has an 8 range right now. What I want to do is actually decrease the range, and I'm going to see how that looks. And then I'm going to lower the lights in both of these rooms and kind of just see how everything looks. So right now, let's just take the range to 6. So if you see right here, it's doing everything in real time. So if I change the range to 10, you can see that. If I change the range to 6, you can see that. So I kind of want to just go down a little bit. So let's just see how that looks right there with the range of the light down to about 6. So let's see. Alright. Kind of like that. So as you can see, we got some like really cool horror elements in there already, where you got 5 lives, and you're able to hide underneath the bed, hide in the cabinet, hide in different places. So you got some really cool features already. I can export this out to mobile, and it'll be ready to go. It's good. All right, so we'll keep that light at 6. Screw it. I'm just going to change these pictures out because these pictures are going to annoy me right now. Where is this at? Okay. So 2 things. So first off, I'm going to change out the lighting, and then I'm going to change out the pictures. So right now, Garfield comic strip. Alright, and then I'm going to go over here to characters and basically add some different characters into the game. I don't really want to use too much rendering power right now, so I'm just going to do a mannequin, which is kind of creepy. Let's see. Or we can use like a medical type chick. I don't know. What do I want to do here? Or do I want to just go straight up prototype? I'll do a mannequin as of right now, because that I can at least get some lighting in there. But we can end up using like an actual human character and then use it from Maximo and literally use this character in the game by coming in here and changing out different things. So later down the line, if we wanted to use this this woman, I can come in here and actually I can change her face in Photoshop, and I can do a lot of editing once I download this character. But we're not going that in depth right now. We're just changing out. I just want to add some basic animations to the game. So yeah. But like I said, right now I want to do some simple. I'm going to download some simple Garfield comic strips, and we're going to add that into the game. These are just placeholders, obviously. I'm not going to use actual Garfield stuff in the final game. I just think it would be kind of funny to use it right now. Garfield comic strip. Alright, let's see if I can add those pictures really quickly. I do not see those pictures because they're not JPEGs for some reason. Garfield, I hate Mondays. Alright, I'm gonna do this off screen. Let's download the character first. We're just gonna download this mannequin first and throw him in the game. So this is where the player starts, and I kind of want to just maybe throw this mannequin right here. So we'll throw them right there for now. When you're adding in characters from Mixamo, excuse me. Basically, you want to click the character right here and extract the texture, and you're going to get the texture that you see when you first downloaded it. So I extracted the texture, and now we have that, and the character is good to go. And now we need an animation. So if I start the game right up now, we will have just a T-pose character. So the game's starting up, I turn around. This flashlight effect is really cool. So we have the character kind of sitting there, and then like I said, we can hide under the bed. You got the bad guy coming in here, and he can actually look under the bed, like he's about to do right now. So, like you saw before in the last time I played, he actually ignored when I think I was in the chest or whatever. So the AI is actually really cool. It's out of the box for the AI. It has a lot of features, so very excited about this. It's going to help me make the game very, very quickly. This is a game idea I had for a while, and essentially I just really wanted to just I had a game idea to use this kind of meme, this Garfield meme, and make it into a game, and that's what it is. It's nothing too serious, nothing that's going to take too long, something just to have fun with and all that. All right, so we have the animations right here. So as you can see, we have a lot of animations that we can choose from. I kind of want to have him, this mannequin, just kind of writhing in pain, and there you go. We have an animation where literally he's in pain. So I don't know. I'm gonna test the actual what's the word? The actual performance of everything in a little bit here. So I don't know if I'm gonna have too much animation going on, a part of the player and the actual enemy. So we'll see how that goes. As of right now, I kind of just want to play around with the idea of having some NPC characters around the game, just kind of writhing in pain, and some of them are dead and blah blah blah. It's a horror game, so I think it'll be really, really, really interesting. So I didn't download the whole I didn't download just the animation for this dude. I downloaded the entire character and animation, so I'm just gonna delete him for now, because I could just add the character like this, and then in Unity, if you press the F key, I can zoom into him. So if I go over here and I press this this chest over there, and just hold on one second. Yeah.
What?
Alright, so if whatever object I select, I can just press F on it and it's going to zoom into the object. Like I said, I can go back over to this character, press F on the keyboard, and it's zooming into the character. What I want to do is just rotate him so that he's on the bed. Place him like that. And then now I want to activate the animation. So I'm going to activate the animation by going, and first I'm going to press play so you can just see what happens if I don't put together an animation. So I press play, even though the animation is in there. So I go over and look over to the character. Nothing's happening. So right now, basically, no animation's on the character. So if I go over and click the character, you can see where it says writhing in pain. That's the actual game object. So, but if I go over here and click that, you can see the actual material for the character's skin and all that stuff. So like I said, this is just a placeholder, but what I want to do is start adding animation. So I'm going to go over here and click add component, and then go type in animation. So I need to create an animator. An animator is going to allow Unity to understand what type of animation is linked to this character. So right now, I need an animation controller and I need an animator. So I'm going to go right here down in the project area, right click and go create, and I need an animation controller, and this animation controller is I'm just gonna call it pain, because this character is going to be just kind of writhing in pain. I'm going to open up the actual animator, and then this is the easy part. So right now we're just doing a basic animation for a NPC character. So all we're going to do is go over here to our animation and grab this animation. The animation is the little triangle that has some speed around it, and then we throw it over here into the animator window. So now that we're in the window, we can go over here and actually see the animation. So the animation goes on and on and on, and then we can have it so it loops. So we go over here and just loop it. We're going to make sure the animation goes and loops so it doesn't stop. And then what we want to do is click this and make a transition so that the animation is going over and over and over again. So to give you an idea of actually, yeah, I'll just stick on this right now. But basically, if I was creating a character animation controller, it would be a lot more complex, and you would have animations for the character walking, forward, jumping, and different things. So like I said, this is just a very, very basic animation controller that we're using for an NPC character. And NPC stands for non-playable character. So you're not playing with this character. This is just a character that's laying in the bed, kind of freaking out, whatever. So now we have the controller set up. We can go over here and go pane, and then avatar is going to be I actually want to just drag the avatar over. So the avatar is going to be let me see, it's going to be just the Mixamo. I just want to make sure I'm using the exact one that this character is using. Right here, whenever you're grabbing animations from Mixamo, you want to make sure that you change some settings on the animation. So another animation, I'll keep in pain, and yeah, so agony is another good one. So this is one I'm going to use for another character that we have in the scene. So basically I just download this, and I'm going to download this without the skin. So when I download it without the skin, I'm downloading just the what is it called? I'm downloading just the animation, because I already have the characters already, and I don't need the full character model and all that. And it'll save space and all that as well. So I go back over here, and basically when you download your characters, you want to change the rig to humanoid. So a rig is, and then apply. So a rig is the actual bones inside of the character, and Unity works best with humanoid rigs when you were trying to use these animations from Mixamo. Alright, so cool. Now our character is almost ready to animate. We're just going to go to avatar, and we're going to click the writhing in pain avatar, and it should be good to go. So let's test it now. So let's turn around. Look, perfect. We got our character. He's writhing in pain. And I just want to make sure it's repeating and it's not stopping. So it looks perfect. So let's try to hide under the bed again. So we got our bad guy coming. He's coming, he's coming. I wonder if he's going to look under or if he's going to ignore us. Ah, he found us. Dead. Alright, cool. So now we added an NPC character. So that's cool. So what we're going to do now is save the scene. So we're just going to go save as. I already have this scene labeled as Lo Siento, so I'm just going to click that, and then we're just going to go Lo Siento 2, and essentially the game is called I'm Sorry John, but we are doing it in Spanish, so it's Lo Siento John. Alright, so next up, I want to change the lighting. So I believe the game is a bit too bright for me right now, so what I want to do is change out this lighting so it's a little bit more spooky. So this light right here is the lamp that's in the room. So really, I want to let's actually go back because I want to see all the lights that are in this house. So basically, I can go over here, and this is the entire level, kind of structured out. Entire level structures out. So basically what I can do is I can go to the lamp. If I double click the lamp, that lamp, and I click F on it, that lamp is in this room, and what I can do is each lamp is a game object. So the lamp is actually you know, this model right here of the actual lamp, but then you have the actual light on the lamp underneath here. So the light is really cool. It's set up just like a real lamp light, where it's spread out and it's dispersing light throughout the entire room. So I think that's really cool. It's just I want to do a couple different things to some of these lights. So let's go back to our player. One quick thing that you can do one quick tip for Unity. If you're looking for a certain object or something, so like right now I want to find the player, I can just type in player, and it'll isolate everything. If I just type in player, it'll isolate everything associated to the player. So now I can go over here, and if you notice, I press F, the only thing that you can see, everything else is grayed out but the player. So now I was able to find my player because the map is really big. I don't think I showed everybody the map yet. So basically the map, the enemy starts over here. So if I go to enemy spawn point, the bad guy starts over here, and the player starts way over there. So you have a chance to, you know, run around and do your thing and escape and all that type of cool stuff. So it's not too difficult. And what I'll end up doing is, if you look over, let me see, level, stairs. So if you go over to the stairs, you can see that it has like kind of a basement area, like a second level. I'm going to add to this down here. I want to make it so that the player has a lot more options underneath the first level, and they can kind of navigate down there as well. We're just not going to do that right now because it's a bit too much. But right now, we're going to go back to this main room and go back to this light, because like I said, I want to change out these lights and make them a little bit more, a little less bright. So the range is at 13 right now. What if I change this range to, okay, so the range is, let me see, the angle. Alright, so what I'll do right now with these lights is I'm actually going to affect them in real time. So I just want to see what they look like, what it's going to look like in real time. affecting these lights. So if I go over here, oh excuse me, if I press continue and I go over here, I can adjust the actual lighting and everything. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Just joking. So one thing real quick. So if I press play and I actually go to the game and I start, let's say I go to the game and I start editing things. So if I change this range to only 1, angle is only 1, and I go back to the game, the lighting kind of changed a little bit. I have to look at the global light. So let's see that first. So let's see. We have light probes, light. These are all the lights in the game. Let's see. Lamp. Alright, so let's just change the intensity of this one. I'm just going to turn it off and see. Is the light baked on here? Baking wall box. Alright, I'm gonna mess with the lighting later. I'm not gonna mess with it right now because it looks like we got a lot of light probes and stuff going on. So I'll do another video where we focus a little bit more on the lights. Yeah, I don't wanna spend too much time with that right now. Speed. Yeah, I don't want to spend too much time on that right now, but I do want to I want to add a few more characters and change out some of these pictures. I'm not sure what I'm going to change the pictures to, but we will swap out some of these for some Garfield stuff in a second here. Another thing too. Alright, so the title of the video, we have Lo Siento John, and we have Chat GPT, Unity, and Midjourney. So one of the things that I'm using, let me make sure this is saved. Alright, so I did save that. That's cool. One of the things that I'm using this game as an example for is I want it to incorporate Chat GPT in the actual game itself. So I'm gonna have certain places or certain characters, certain places and certain characters for the AI to be embedded into the game, so you can actually talk to like a computer interface, and it'll actually interface back with you. So I'm gonna be experimenting with that, and then the actual Midjourney. Let's open up Midjourney real quick because I want y'all to see. What I've been using Midjourney with, Midjourney and Unity with, in sense of actual production. So let me open up Midjourney. Okay. I personally believe Midjourney is really important as a good game development asset. Why is this not closing for me? Whatever. As a game journey, as a game development asset. So I just want to show a few things that I've made in Midjourney for this game particularly, and then I'm gonna show you some actual stuff being made in real time. Okay. Alright, so if I go to my profile, you can actually see a lot of stuff that, a lot of characters and stuff that I've made already in Midjourney. Some of these prompts are pretty simple. I put, humanoid, scary cat, surrounded by garbage, whatever. I like these a lot. and I like these a lot. I just want the cat to be a little bit more humanoid. Um, but these are kind of giving you an example of what Midjourney is capable of. I'm having a blast with it because you can really concept out your artwork and kind of showcase some ideas. This one right here, let me show you the. So this one right here, I really liked because I like the idea of one of the main images being this menacing looking cat sitting on a couch and having some just nasty stuff around him and all that. I really like that as a kind of a visual. um, Midjourney is kind of all over the place when I was asking it for stuff, so you do have to definitely work with it to get what you want. So like this prompt right here was scary looking orange humanoid cat sitting on a couch with a knife in the darkness surrounded by bugs. As you can see, I got some like really random stuff. Like this couch looks really badass, but this is like literally like a pillow in a couch. I don't know what that is. It looks like a mock-up or something. This is what I ended up going with and kind of working with. I like this cat too. It's just not what I wanted for this. So, like I said, you have to work with it. I really love this one. These cats is there might be the head that I use when I actually model it. So I'll have a whole video where I'm just making the actual character from scratch, and I'll be modeling out the actual. Oh, I wonder. I think that would be cool if I do like "I'm sorry, John" artwork in the pictures in the game. I think that would be really cool. So like, I know I'm jumping all around the place, but I just had an idea. So like, let's say I go. Let's find the. Alright, so let's go to the player again. Press F on the keyboard. I don't know what I just did. I got on the player. I'm gonna press F on the keyboard, zoom all the way in, and we're gonna go to this picture right here. So the picture is some like weird old-timey thing or whatever. So I don't really want to use that. I want to start swapping out some of these pictures. So what I can do is, oh shoot, I just had another idea. I'll use some of the Midjourney pictures as well. All right, cool. So this is another picture that I created using Midjourney. This is another one I created in Midjourney. So I'm going to use some of these for the pictures in the house. I'll do that instead of an actual Garfield picture, and I'll throw a Garfield picture in there for shits and giggles. Cool. Alright, so I got these images in there now, and now I'm gonna go over here, and this is a quick tutorial on how to add an image into Unity. So like right now, this picture is already set up to this picture frame is already set up to kind of hold this picture in there, and you can see the way this is set up as a game object. It's pretty straightforward. If I click on that, you can kind of see the prefab of the frame and then the actual picture right there. So let's get out of that, and what I want to do is literally I'm going to use this picture right here. I'm going to go back to our frame, and I'm just going to drag it over. So with this one, I'm just going to drag that over there, go over here, and we're going to delete this out. Okay, so we're going to delete that, And then we don't need a normal map for it right now. Just doing a quick basic picture real quick. Okay, so I'm just gonna add another picture to it, or excuse me, I'm gonna add a picture to the frame. So basically, we want to make sure it's tiled properly. So we have the picture set up there. Let me see. So we're gonna tile it. From shader offset to So this frame is, I gotta see how these picture frames are set up. Let's see real quick. Textures, furniture, materials, items, picture frame. Oh, it's trying to edit them all at the same time. Oh, so they were all using, okay, so all the picture frames were using the same, it looks like they were all using the same texture or something. Let me see, textures, modular. So like, all right, for example, this right here is a texture for the floor. So like, if you see right there, oh wow. So okay, so let me undo this. Yeah, I gotta undo all this because I didn't realize that. And it's a smart way to do it. But if you see like the image I just added is actually affecting a lot of textures in the game, and I didn't realize that they used that before. Okay, so now everything's back to normal. I didn't realize that they were using the books, the same texture for the books and the pictures and all that. I thought I was going to be able to just swap that out. So I'm going to just do it in a ghetto way. And this is not how I'm going to keep it. I just want to do it in a ghetto way, just to show you how I would just to show you how I just want to make some visual changes real quick. So right quick, I would go and create a new plane. So right now I'm just gonna go and create a plane. We got the plane right here. Let's press F to zoom out, and then we're gonna press R on the keyboard for the scale tool. So now I'm able to scale this up and down. Before I scale it all the way down though, I'm gonna add our image to it. So we're gonna add the image. Cool. Let's scale it out a little bit. Zoom it down. F. And like I said, this is just a placeholder. I'm not actually gonna do it like this. I'm gonna find the texture that they're using for everything and actually edit that texture in Photoshop. I just don't want to jump too much around right now. So basically, we just did a quick add to the game. So instead of that picture that we had there before, we now have our Midjourney picture that we added into the game. So like, how cool is that? That's a picture generated from Midjourney, and we added it into the game. So over here, I want to add another picture that we're going to add into the game. So right here, we're actually going to go over to Midjourney, and I'm going to actually show you how we take a picture from Midjourney, throw it into Photoshop to do some things to it, and then put it back in there. So like right now, I'm just going to do a really quick prompt. So in Midjourney, all you do is go backslash. And in my, okay, so let me back up because we can do a quick Midjourney tutorial very quickly. So I'm already joined into the Midjourney server. I pay for the monthly fee for Midjourney or whatever, but you can do this as a free trial as well. I believe you get like 25 images for free. So the first thing I would do is go over here and you go backslash, and as soon as you go backslash, you have a lot of different prompts that pop up. The main one that you're going to be using is Imagine. That's the main one that you use to get images from Midjourney. You can also get information and settings and blend images and all that type of stuff. But right now we're just going to go to Imagine, and I'm just going to put a scary looking orange cat killing a mouse, surround a mouse in the darkness surrounded by trash and bugs. Killing is a word that is banned. Okie dokie. Fine. Alright, so this will be a quick Midjourney tutorial. Alright, so a scary, actually I'll put a menacing looking cat with a huge smile stalking a mouse with a giant knife. Menacing looking cat with a huge smile and the darkness. Menacing looking cat, a menacing looking orange cat in the darkness. Cool. Alright, so now the prompt is in Midjourney, and basically we're waiting for Midjourney to do its magic, and then it's gonna start right here. So we have 0%. It's gonna go all the way up to 100%, and then we're good to go. So while that's waiting, I'm gonna do another prompt, and you can see the image is starting to slowly come in. So I want to do another prompt of a family of ugly, horrific cats. Ugly, horrific cats in a house in a dark, dirty house surrounded by weapons and rats. A family of ugly, horrific cats in dark, dirty house surrounded by rats. All right, so cool. Now we got two images that we can kind of play with. I like this bottom one right there. I also like that one right here. That one's kind of funny. All right. So the quick tutorial in Midjourney is we typed in our prompt. These are just basic prompts. I'm not going in depth on any type of prompt engineering or anything right now. We're just doing some basic stuff. Ooh, I like these. I like how that's turning out already. I don't even see the final version. But let's go up to this one. So basically, the U right there it means upscale. So if I go in each quadrant, each square quadrant is corresponding to each number. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. If I go upscale, I'm about to click upscale 4. So that means I want this one to be bigger, and then I want another version. As well, V means version. So if I go over here and click upscale, like right now, if I click upscale 4, it's going to give me a bigger version of quadrant 4. So I want to do that, and then I want to do upscale 3. And then let's say I liked how this number 1 came out. I just want them to kind of change it a little bit. For some reason, the rat right there has the knife. Maybe when I do a version change, it'll swap it up or something. So let's just do a version of number 1. So right now, I just generated 3 more images based off of this image right here. So let's go down. This is hilarious. I don't know what is going on this one. This is amazing. This is hilarious. All right, so cool. A family. Dang, I wanted them to be orange cats, but I guess I can change that in Photoshop. That's not a big deal. All right, so cool. I like this first top one right here. This is a family of mice down there. I don't know how I got that. All right, so I like the first one down up here, and I do kind of like. I like all 3 of these, huh? All right, so I'm gonna use this first top one right there. So I'm gonna upscale 2, and then I like 1, but we got some mistakes, some like weird stuff going on. So I'm just gonna do another version of 1, and see how that looks. I like 4, so I'll do an upscale of 4. All right, cool. So now, I don't know what's going on with this. I'm just gonna skip this. Yeah, we're gonna skip that. I don't know what's going on with that. This is hilarious. I don't know what is exactly going on in this picture, but I kind of like it. It looks pretty funny. All right, so cool. I'm just gonna download this, save image as. And mind you, we can make the image widescreen. We can change the aspect ratio, all that type of stuff. Right now, we're just gonna keep it pretty simple. Just download it like that. I like that one, and I like this one. Ooh, I like his eyes here. His eyes are pretty creepy. We're gonna save that image, and I like this one so much that I want to make some different versions of it. So right here, I can go make variations, and it's going to give me different versions, some more versions of this one. So I really want it to change the teeth. So we'll see what it changes in the different versions when we go down. So if I scroll down here, we have our family of cats that I liked, and if you notice, the eyes are different in each image. I kind of like how this one turned out up there. So we'll just upscale 2. This one's really jacked up. This one's weird. Yeah. All right, so we'll just upscale 2 for this one. And like I said, this is just a quick Midjourney. Oh, I like how this turned out. I like how that turned out, man. All right, so we're gonna save this image, and this is based off I'm Sorry, John. So this is based off of Garfield. I like this a lot. I kind of want to add some versions of this, so screw it. We'll make variations of this as well. So like right now with just some basic prompts, I got a lot of images that are about to be popped out. So I like this one too because it feels like some like I don't know, I just like it. I like it. It looks like a family picture, like a creepy family picture. So perfect. I like how that top one came out. His face is kind of creepy like I wanted it to be. So we'll upscale 1 over there. And then now we have a bunch of images being worked on. Really cool. This came out badass. I like this. I like this a lot. Yeah, I like that a lot. So we'll just let that go. And then let's start adding some of the images that we put in there. So I want to change out this image over here, and like I said, this is not how we're gonna do it in the final game. I just wanted to show you guys a quick way of how I would do things, and kind of go about things that way. So and just a quick way. So I'm gonna go over here and we're gonna add another plane. So go over, you click the plus button, 3D object, and we're gonna add a plane. Press F to zoom out, or not. All right, cool. Zoomed out for that, and then now we're gonna go to our desktop. We got our downloads right here. We're gonna go to our desktop. We're gonna go to our desktop, and then we're gonna go to our downloads. And then now we're gonna go to our desktop. We got our downloads right here. We're gonna go to our desktop. We got our downloads right here. We're gonna go to our desktop. We got our downloads right here. We're gonna go to our desktop. and we are going to find the image that we just downloaded, which I don't see right here. I thought I downloaded one of the other ones. Alright, so let's go back. I like this one because it seems like some like jacked up family cat picture. Oh, it's in my actual downloads folder. So I'm gonna go back to downloads, go over here, and we're gonna add in, which one? I'm gonna add in this one, but I want to throw it in Photoshop first, just because I want to add a quick filter to it. I want to make the cats orange. So there's tons of ways to do this. I'm gonna do it the really lazy way, so we're gonna delete this bottom layer. I'm just gonna do it the lazy way by duplicating both images, and then we go to this bottom image right here, and we're gonna go to adjustments and desaturate. So now our image is black and white, and if I keep it like that, that's one way to make the image a lot darker and kind of moody or whatever. But what I want to do is with this top image is we're blending these two images together. So we have this one up here, and then we have this one down there. If I go down the list of our blending options, we have a lot of different options. But like I said, I want to make this image black and white. So, excuse me, I want to make this image orange. So I'm going to change this to black and white as well. Alright, so black and white. And then now, there's a couple ways to change it black and white. Like I said, I'm just going to do it the most basic way. So what I just did is right click, blending options, and we're in Photoshop right now. I guess I should add that onto the stream title, because I want everybody to understand all the tools that we're using. But anyways, so I'm going over here to styles. I click color overlay, and we got orange on there already because I was doing some stuff for the banner. So from here we can just go and we're going to try to blend this color. So we can go right there, screen, soft light, overlay. I like the overlay because it kind of brightens it. So let's go there, and then now that's one way to do it. Let me think real quick. I don't want to do it like that though. That is the lazy way to do it. I just don't want to do it like that. So we're gonna go back to changing the character's color, and let's see how should we do this. I can create a mask and do it like that. Let's see. Alright, so another way we can do it, and in Photoshop there's literally 1,000 ways to do one different thing. So you saw just now I was able to change the whole image orange and change the whole thing. Another thing I can do is create a filter layer. So I can go over here to layers and add an adjustment layer, not a filter layer, I'm sorry, an adjustment layer. So we're gonna go over here and add an adjustment layer. So I'm gonna add an adjustment layer and add a photo filter. So we're gonna add a photo filter, excuse me, and then from here we have that photo filter, and it's just gonna be a warm filter that we add. This is also a kind of a quick, way you can see how, we can take images from Midjourney and edit them real quickly to do something cool. Really, the best way to do this the way I want to is to get Midjourney to make the cats orange in the first place. I'm just gonna go back on everything I was just talking about and just export it like this. Let me see. Whatever. All right, cool. We got an orange. We got an orange image. I don't want to take too much more time on that. All right, so we save that. Another quick thing. So let's go back to Unity and throw in. I want to just duplicate a couple of planes and add these. So Control D, and now we have another plane, and then Control D, and now we have another plane. So I wanted to add that image, and then we're gonna grab the image that we just edited in Photoshop and add that one as well. Oh, duh. I'm gonna put it in Unity first, and I'm making the project really messy. Basically, I would normally create a folder, and we'll put this folder called pictures. Just go with pics, and we'll just start grabbing all of our pictures that we're adding and just put them in there, because you don't want to have the game too messy, or excuse me, the project menu and all that too messy. So we'll add that. All right, so cool. Now we have more images. We have all our images in there, and basically we're just gonna scale it down, scale it down, scale it down. I'm not gonna go and actually place these on the photos right now. I guess I can, whatever. And like I said, this is just a placeholder right now. I wanted to just take out some of these assets pictures and put our own pictures in there for now. Cool beans. Okay. The next stream, I think I'm gonna focus on the actual concept art of the main character and the concept art of the bad guy. I think that's gonna be really fun to just showcase all of that. So there you go. We got our pictures in there. Go back and play the game, and you can see the pictures in the actual game. This music is also not mine, so I'll end up making some custom creepy music for the game. I gotta add this image. Okay. Why is that light probe going all the way over there? What's going on with that? Alright, pretty cool, pretty creepy. So we got our image in there. We're just gonna scale it in there. Looks pretty freaking awesome. Okay, so now in the game you have the image over here. Go over here, have this image over there. And we have our guy writhing in pain. And we have our bad guy. Oh my goodness. Cool. Alright, so let's save it now. What else do I want to do before I go? Like I said, I'm going to be adding some AI elements into the game, actual interactive AI elements into the game later. That's kind of one of the purposes of this project, is to kind of play around with the Chat GPT API and put that in the game. So I'm excited about that. I'm going to be practicing some character development and just a bunch of different things. We'll get into that later. Prefab body parts. Got some creepy body parts and blood and all that stuff. That's pretty cool. We'll get into that later. I do want to grab some. I do want to make some. Got some brains, so that's cool. I do want to make some actual like splatter textures, some blood splatter textures, and add them into the game as well. We'll be doing that next when I get back on. Right now is just a basic run through of Unity, of this particular asset, and just prototyping on the game. Oh yeah, for working on animations and all that. I'll do one more animation before we go. So let's go over to this dude right here. He's kind of creepy. Actually, no, I want to go to this guy right here. Alright, yeah. We'll go to this guy right here and add an animation to him. So same thing. So we're going to do the same exact thing that we did for the other character. So we're going to go over here, change his rigged humanoid. And then we have the I don't know if I added that animation in here. So agony is the other animation, and if you look at the size, of the animation compared to the actual full character, the animation is less than a megabyte. So like I said, you want to make sure that you only are using the animation sometimes when you're grabbing it from Mixamo. You don't want to get too much. Alright, so right now, very quickly, another animation tutorial in Unity. We're going to do a quick animation controller. And like I said, this is just for an NPC character. This is not for a main character. You're not moving around with this character or anything like that. This is just for a basic character that's just posted up in the game. So this is we're gonna name this animation controller Agony. So we're gonna name it Agony. Click the actual character, and you have he already has an animator on the character, so we're just gonna go and grab this Agony controller and throw it over there, and let's double click the Agony controller. So now we're in the actual controller, the animation controller, and we're gonna take the actual Agony animation. Excuse me. Remember, the animation is this blue triangle it's in motion, and we're gonna drag it over here. We're going to make a transition to there, make a transition to there so that it's looping, and we're going to click our animation. The animation is from Mixamo, so that's the name of it. And then we are going to make sure our animation is looped. So we're going to go to our animation, and we're going to go to that, and you see we have a little what's the word, little placeholder asset right there, and then we're going to scroll down here and go to loop time, so it keeps going and going and going and going. So that's cool. And let's pause that, and then now we can go to our character, hit apply, go to our character, and we're gonna go always animate, and then I think we're good for him. Yeah, so we're good for him. Yeah, he should be animated. So let's press play. And like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna have these animations actually going through the game. It's gonna be a mobile game, so I don't want it to be, you know, too much going on. So we'll see kind of how things work out. But yeah, so like I said, you got this character. He's freaking out over here. I think that'll be really cool. I think that'll be really cool if you know, once I change the actual lighting in the game, that where you can barely see him, or these lights are flickering and all that stuff. So yeah, tune in for the next stream. I'm gonna be using the next stream to, you know, help have Chat GPT actually help me code the game. So GPT to do some different things and all that. So I'm very excited for that. What is this about? Can you move this thing? Interesting. I wonder if you can move that. Let's run over there real quick and see what's up with that. All right. So so I'll do one quick example when I'm done with this. Alright, so let's say I just want to throw an animation on this character as well. So let's find him over there, white clown, rig, very quickly. We're just gonna add the writhing animation to him as well. I don't think I need to make another controller. He can use the same controller as the other guy. So if I go pane controller and add it to him, so if I go over here, click him, and go pane, it should work. Let's see. I'm trying to think real quick. Yeah, it should work. I don't see why it wouldn't. We have the avatar set up properly. So let's go over here, and boom. Now he's writhing in pain as well. And what I want to do is, let's take him away from the wall, and let's just turn him, and then do it like that. And then now we got a couple of cool things going on where the game has a little bit more life to it, excuse me, in the sense of, you know, we got our mannequin right there writhing in pain. Go over here, you got this dude kind of freaking out. What's going on? So I think that is like a really cool horror element in the sense of oh, and I gotta do this. Yeah, I gotta add an actual "I'm sorry, John" element into the game, just out of respect, to the OG artist. Oh, I forgot about that dude right there. I'll do that later. It's not a big deal right now. I'll add some more images later. But I think that's a really cool horror element in the sense of, you start out the game and you're trying to kind of figure out what's going on. You're gonna definitely get distracted with this guy freaking out over there, not knowing, you know, what's going on. So I think that'll be really cool. You're looking at him. What the heck? snap.